guys, Rob from Georgia here with you, aka VHS82 apostrophe, with day number 6 of our 31 days of horror. Almost got the first week under our belt, and I bring you today another director, but a really special one, Stuart Gordon, in his little piece, part of the Masters of Horror series that, if I remember right, I got it written down here, right here. Mick Garris, who I really like a lot. He's directed a few Stephen King adaptations, but man, I think where he really shines is his interviews. He's got roundtable discussions with directors, post-mortem, I think it is, that you can just YouTube. The one he did with Rob Zombie, John Carpenter, on a bunch of them. But his also you'll find him on like Scream Factory releases and doing interviews. Which is really great. The one he does with John Carpenter on the, I think it's the Scream Factory release of The Thing, is freaking outstanding. He's done a lot of work for horror. And Masters of Horror is no exception, man. Ran from 2005 to 2007. I think it only got 2 seasons out. I'm not sure off the top of my head. 12 episodes in each, maybe. But he is the creator. I think it aired on Showtime, if I got this right. And the idea behind the Masters of Horror is bring in all these, for the most part, well-known directors, man. Dario Argento, John Carpenter, Tobe Hooper, McNaughton is in there. There's a whole bunch, man, a whole bunch. And I heard, I'm pretty sure both seasons you can find on Tubi and watch for free. And that is something else, man. But now I've got part of season 1 that I picked up in a thrift store, sort of. I think it was a Second to Charles or something. I really do want to track down the rest of these, but I tell you, to be honest, you know, this is one way to grab them like this. But I prefer the solo releases. I was lucky enough to get the slip on this, and of course the Black Cat, man. Stuart Gordon's adaptation of the Edgar Allan Poe classic, starring Jeffrey Combs. Dude, this is absolutely outstanding. I don't even. I mean, the cinematography. A few things here. I think I got a few things here written down. Mick Garris wrote. He's on it as writer. The cinematographer Joffin actually shot 11 episodes for the X-Files, which is really cool. And he shot the Glacier unit up. He was part of the Glacier unit on the X-Files film, which is really outstanding. K&B delivers the effects. So you know you're in. And then with the Black Cat, man, there's no. I mean, it is. I won't get into it. I mean, it's probably a pretty popular story. Most of you pretty much know how it goes. But Jeffrey Combs, man, he delivers probably within horror one of the great acting of being Edgar Allan Poe that I have ever seen, ever, hands down. He absolutely nailed it. And I think, you know, Stuart Gordon is known for a lot of things. I mean, and just 3. And I think they're all Lovecraft adaptations, actually. You got The Reanimator, From Beyond, and then, of course, one of my favorites, man, Dagon, which is really Dagon clothed in shadows of Innsmouth. But nonetheless, man, Ezra Miller, I think, is in that one. And S.D. Josh has got a really beautiful interview on there. And so, I mean, really, it's the world of Lovecraft that he does well at points. I'm a stickler, man, for adaptions, and I'm lightening up a little bit. I probably can enjoy Reanimator now more than I've ever before, only because of the original story, how it's laid out. But the Black Cat, man, this is easily one of the best single adaptions. He really. The aesthetics, the set design from the mid 1800s, just how it looks, the life he breathes into this character. The cat, man, the cat is freaking awesome. His wife, the girl that plays his wife, Elise Levesque, and Aaron Tager plays his publicist. And really, what we have here is really, in short, a guy who is struggling. He's a struggling writer, and he falls into stoops of alcoholism. Well, I don't know if he falls in and out of alcoholism, but he does fall in and out of drinking very severely. As his wife is suffering with tuberculosis, and when he drinks, he can't write. And so it's really just a struggle as this story is taking shape, as he is living it, and it's taking shape as he is preparing to write it, but dealing with all these other things, getting pennies for pages of writing when everyone else is getting like $10 or something. It's unfortunate that as a writer he struggled, and H.P. Lovecraft, same too. They both struggled. Neither of them saw the impact they both would have. But Jeffrey Combs, man, he really does bring it. And K&B on the effects. The scene involving him and his wife towards the end is almost perfectly shot. And then the role of the cat and the reveal at the end, of course. We all pretty much know this, right? But I'm telling you, man, I am telling you, this is one of those rarities, man. Not just the greater scope of Masters of Horror, which is really sad and only went through like 2 seasons, because I would have loved to have seen more Italian directors get yanked out of retirement before they disappeared. Like, I don't believe so. I'm pretty positive Michele Soavi doesn't have anything in here, and how great would that have been? Or Lamberto Bava, I mean, drag him out, right? I think he's still doing TV or whatever, but you get my point, man. Masters of Horror, I wish there was some way, man, Mick Garris could revive this thing, revisit somehow. Now that the social, or the streaming media platforms is a little different than it was back from 05 to 07. I think Showtime, I think it first came up, but now, man, there's so much opportunity. I would so love to see this revived. And before we get, it's like Aja bringing Rossi out of retirement to do the practicals on High Tension. There's something remarkable about that stuff. So during the month of October, delve into some of these. And I got another one right after this that I'm going to hit. And it probably won't be my only one as I segue into some of these directors' other works. But Stuart Gordon is a guy I'm going to return to at least once or twice, maybe in this month, at least once. But The Black Cat, if you've never seen The Black Cat, I think it only runs 58 minutes. It's got loaded too, commentaries on here and everything, man, and a nice little documentary, The Making of the Black Cat. It first aired January 19th, 2007. Look for this. If you happen to go out on the wild quite a bit looking for things, keep your eyes out for this stuff, man, because they're out there floating around. A lot of them are. Anyways, man, day number 6, a little bit of Stuart Gordon, and we roll on into another Masters of Horror for day 7 as we wrap up this first week of 31 Days of Horror. As always, we end these things with Go Bills.